Morning, so we are back at the boat. It's a bit windy, but it's dry.
Morning.
Hello, chop your head off. So we've decided that we are going to paint the roof today. It needs doing. Well, yeah.
Sand it.
Yeah.
Try to get a coat on it.
Of undercoat.
Yeah.
So we've gone for raddle red. Obviously the roof and the decks are going to be raddle. So Wayne's just removing all the vents, and then we will get started. Yeah, today's the day. We've just got to get it done. So fingers crossed it doesn't rain, and at least there's nothing blowing in off the fields. That's good. Right, we'll crack on. See you later.
Yep.
Right, what's your thoughts, Wayne?
Well, we just need to sand the roof and see where we're up to.
Okay, we're not sure if we're going to have to reprime. Whoops.
Just with all the contamination on the surface.
Contamination from what? Everything.
Nearby works mainly.
Okay.
But yeah, contamination on the surface, and yeah, just the age of the primer now. It's been sat out in the weather for a year.
Yeah, it has been a year.
So we might need to just take this right back.
Okay, so we're going to sand it and then see where we're at then.
Yep.
Yep, right. We'll crack on in a minute.
Hello. Right, we're we're about 3/4 of the way through the sanding on the roof. The good news is the coat of primer that we put on the roof last year when we first got the boat
Sorry, I'm falling over.
seems to have taken the brunt of all the contamination, all the UV weathering and everything else. So the good thing is once I'm sanding into that, it's coming back good again. So
Yeah, it looks alright underneath, doesn't it?
yeah, it does. I wouldn't have liked to have left it just in the normal primer.
No, we're quite pleased that we put the second coat on.
Probably be taking it back to nothing.
So I'm going to pop home and go get the primer because we've decided that actually we're going to put a coat of primer on. We can't go straight to the undercoat.
Sorry, we were going to put a coat of undercoat on, but because I've had to sand it quite heavily to get rid of the contamination and things, I've decided that it's probably best to put another coat of primer on first before we go starting with the undercoats. So yeah.
Right, we'll crack on with that then.
Yep.
See you later.
See you later, bye.
So we're back at the boat this morning. We couldn't paint yesterday. It just got really, really hot. So hot it was just ridiculous. The roof was just a furnace. So we taped up. It has rained in the night a bit. You can see the bubbles. Hello, Wayne.
Hello.
And we I'm lucky. We've come early so we can clean the roof off again for all the dust and basically get the primer on. So the soul destroying thing is all the work we've done this weekend brings us back to how we were at the start of the weekend. So we won't get a coat of the Raddle undercoat on. We'll just get another coat of the primer on. So anyway, yes, we shall get on, and at least then it'll be ready for the red. So, right, okay, we shall crack on. See you later. So, Wayne started painting, but he decided to take the brass runners off here, and I'm not sure if you can see, no, you probably can't, but there's so much rust under that lip. So, I'm busy sanding as Wayne is painting. So I'll put the camera there for a bit and you can watch probably Wayne work from a distance. Sorry, boatyard's very noisy today.